simple term I am saying overcurrent, which detects the current more than rated value. So in overcurrent relay you are having the setting like this. This is called as current setting. You can set the current. You can set the current for operation of the relay. Suppose you have set plug. This is plug setting. You can put plug here at 50 ampere. Are you able to see this? So 50 will be selected. So you can select any current. So wide range of current selection. Suppose you select 50 ampere plug setting. Then when current exceeds more than 50 ampere, the relay will sense overcurrent and relaying operation will take place. When you set it to 75, then reference will be 75. When you set to 100, then reference will be 100. Okay. So you can have this plug setting that can be set for a particular relay. Any doubt regarding this? Another setting in the relay is there. It is called as time setting. You can set the time in definite relay. Whatever the operating quantity, if operating quantity is more than the rated value, the relay will operate after certain definite time. So that is designed by the time setting. So you are having 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.81 like this. You can set the time for relaying operation. And then when you set it to 0.4, relaying operation will start after 0.4 second. Definitely in case of backup protection, you need time setting multiplier. Okay. So you can have plug setting and time of operation. This is inverse time current characteristics. So plug setting, that is 10, time of operation 3 seconds. So you will have this. As you go on increasing the plug setting, time will go on reducing. As you go on decreasing the plug setting, time required for operation increases. Okay. Any doubt? Some terms are there. Relay time or relaying time. This is actually defined as, you may ask to define. So relay operation, it is important characteristics of relay. Okay. So the time required for relay operation, that is relay time. Time required to bridge the relaying contact, that is a relaying time. Somebody asks you to define instantaneous relay. When the relay operates immediately with minimum actuating quantity and time of operation is less than 0.1 second, then that relay is called as instantaneous relay. Then inverse time relay. In inverse time relay, inverse time characteristics is there. This is inverse time current characteristics. Forget about this dot for some time. Only just see the line, that is inverse time current characteristics. When current increases, relaying time decreases. This is time. This is current setting. Okay. So as we go on increasing the current, time required for operation decreases. That is inverse time relay. Then definite time relay. So this is a dot which is shown. You can set time. Here you can set PSM. Similarly you can set time. If you set time 3 seconds, relay will operate after 3 seconds. If you set PSM, relay will operate after 10 PSM. Like this, it is shown over here. Okay. This is inverse time current characteristics, similar to the fuse. As you go on increasing the current is here on y-axis, time is on x-axis. As you go on increasing the current, time required for operation decreases. time required for operation decreases. Okay. So this is a definite time lag relay. You may calculate the operating time of relay. You must know for this time of relay to operate. So you must design. You may design also by current setting, by plug setting, by time setting, by level of fault current, by CT ratio that can be decided the time of operation of the relay. Normally relaying time that can be calculated when the relaying operation starts and relaying contact gets breached. Okay. Then any doubt regarding this? Sometimes this is basically block diagram of static overcurrent relay. Now static relay which we have discussed, here it is nothing different than the static relay what we have discussed, but only the actuating quantity is current. Therefore here you are having the CT. Secondary of CT is incoming to the rectifier. So whenever there is a normal current that is rectified, here you are having the comparator, that is particularly the overload detector. It is comparing with the set value. It is more than, then it will give signal further. This is you are having the timing circuit. Here you can see it set the PSM. Here you can see it the TSM. Pulse, plug multiplier setting, and here you can say time multiplier setting. Then this is a level detector which especially compares the incoming quantity, input quantity to the relay with reference value. If it is detecting the value which is more than the reference, command will be given to the trip circuit to operate. Any doubt? Another thing is that you are having this microprocessor based relay. So microprocessor based relay, you are having n number of inputs. You know that input port to the microprocessor through CT. Then these are the signals in the form of current. You need to convert this current signal into voltage. This is analog signal. This is analog signal fed to the rectifier, converted into rectified DC signal. Okay. Then you are having the multiplexer, demultiplexer, which you have studied. Multiplexer means one into many or many into one. So you are having many inputs, you will convert into one input to the analog to digital converter. Because of this is analog signal need to convert. These are the output port PC0 to PC3. Okay, channel selector. Then analog to digital converter ADC 0800 will convert this to digital and fed to the input port of 8255A port A. You are having 8085 microprocessor input, and then this is output port P0 to P7, PB0 to PB7 output port, giving signal to the trip circuit of the circuit breaker to operate. Detailed architecture of microprocessor you might have studied. Okay, this is directly the application of microprocessor based relays. Okay, there are multiple advantages of microprocessor based relays. They are having, you can program the relays, programmable, they are superior characteristics, they are economical, they are compact in size, they are having reliable operations as far as the operations are concerned, more flexible, You may have different many inputs that you can take. Multi-input relays you can have, more flexible, improve the performance of the conventional relays. They can display the value of current, so digital display, that is also possible, at which the relay it is tripped. You can have the record, tripping record. They are having ability and monitor, protect and monitor, not only the protect but monitoring ability also. They are having very high speed of operation. Okay, so these are multiple applications of the microprocessor based relays and advantages of the microprocessor based relays. Why we are moving to microprocessor based relays? The reason you should be able to tell. Okay, various components of relays that we have seen. Any doubt regarding this? Another diagram of microprocessor based overcurrent. This is also a block diagram. Okay, you can have microprocessor based, that you are having this auxiliary power input. Here another way to explain, analog to digital converter, ADC. Then you are having the time lag relay input, feedback of tripping circuit. Then analog to digital converter. This is input, AC inputs, AD converter, AC inputs, current and voltage supervision. Digital inputs, that is relaying interference. So all time lag, all are coming for digital signal processing. So this digital signal which is processed, one is the output, that is tripping output, another is the indication and signal that is given to the output port, that is output port. So you can, by observing the combination of these two diagrams, you will able to come across the working and construction of the static relay. Normally AD converter, that converts analog signal into digital signal, or AC to DC converter, that is rectifier which convert AC signal into DC signal. Okay, then you may have relay interface with external digital signals. Then you are having the analog to digital converters, you are having the current voltage supervision, you are having the digital processing like comparison, level detecting and all. Then tripping, once it is detected, then tripping. Okay, and indication, then you may have output, that is whether relay is tripped, yes or no, that indicating signals. Any more doubt? No doubt, very good. I think I will stop here for today.